face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. 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 Talk your face off.
It's done been talked off.
I feel like the last couple of times I've been like running around or like cooking or whatever, like not able to actually like see what's going on in the chat.
And this time you're wearing a button-down shirt, so I don't even know you.
Well, you know, I was gonna go into the shop and put in like I'm transferring all my stuff into a big toolbox from my other shop. And I was like, I don't want to do that because I'm not going to be able to watch this. And then also all you hear is like tools, ting tong, you know, like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'll just, and I got my nice chair here, my nice office chair. So it's comfortable. So I'm like, I'm going to try not to like
constantly be leaning back.
Yeah, either that or I'm gonna rock it back.
You disappear like the guy pretending to walk down the stairs. I did that to my son the other day. So we went to Torch Lake and we were just coming back. It's not RC related. Yeah. It's gonna be a weird something, so just be ready, you guys. Welcome to you listening to on the podcast, visualizing. Right. But we walk in and like at a rest area, so we're coming back from Torch Lake. Just want a quick stop. But the stall height is like my chest height. Like you can walk right up and look over and see in them. Like that's how high the wall.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
My son is cracking up and he's just like, ain't no way I'm using that. Like, not that he need to anyway, but it was hilarious. Where were we going with this?
I don't know. I don't sit leaning back.
Oh, leaning back. Oh yeah. So I went in there and I did the like disappearing man thing. And he's just shaking his head at me. That's funny. There's nobody in there, so it's just funny.
I would totally bring my phone and do a selfie when people walk over and be like, hey.
Yep. Pretend like you're walking down the stairs.
I had two guys I would send these pictures to. I might have done it to you at one time, but every time I went somewhere like exotic or whatever, I'd send them a picture of the bathroom store doll or the bathroom door stall, whatever, stall door. Yeah. I'd send them a picture of it and I'd be like, guess where I'm at? And like the one that I remember the most is I did it because I have no problem going to the bathroom anywhere I'm at. And so I went and I took a picture and I was at Fenway and I was like, I'm at Fenway Park today. Just a random bathroom.
Here's a bathroom shot. Welcome. Old Tiger Stadium would have been great because they just had troughs all the way around. That was the first time I ever heard, what's the matter, kid? Stage fright? Oh, we lost you.
Lost you.
There, you're back. Oh,
what?
There you are.
No, I got it.
Your audio dropped out for a minute. Oh. What? No sand dune video? Talk about disappointment. AA day. What's that? Well, let's say what's up to people. Can you see them?
Let's say what's up.
You're back in the office?
Yeah. Trail Crawlers RC, what's up? AA day. Will Darby's in the house. What's up? Kurt's RC.
Recent case 87.
CSL RCs. What's up?
John Martin.
Nemo saying I'm looking dapper. Thank you.
Kurt RC's two-time 808. I'm just going to jump in on some. I see Brian. There are sand dune videos coming for those who are disappointed. They're coming. Did you notice I just posted a July 4th video? That video that I posted today, I shot on July 4th.
I know.
So, yes, that's how backlogged I am on videos. And I'm trying to just kind of spin them around so it doesn't feel like it's just a shuffle. So it's not all one thing. So, you know, do I still have to do my video from Monster Jam where I'm in it. Haven't done that one yet. But, yeah, so I'm going to kind of shuffle around, throw in a boat one, and then a sand dune one, and then another boat one, and then,
Nice.
Yeah. The tires, those tires, I did a video. Those things were really good.
Really?
Those
The
Louis
Luis ones?
RC tires were super
Yeah.
good. They felt very J Concepts like to me, as far as compound and the look of the tread,
Like
where they have some of
tucking?
them cut out on the inside
Were
of
they
the tread.
Were they tucking?
What is that?
Oh, Harley was making fun of the slim tuck
Oh,
of the name of the J Concepts new Ford body,
oh yeah,
slim tuck, and I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty
Anyway,
good.
I don't know where you get them from. Like,
Mm.
I looked, like, I know you can get Luis RC from A Main and HRP, but they don't have these tires.
Last I saw, Asia T did Luis,
Okay.
but I don't know if they have these ones.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, I'm going to do a video for them, but I don't know where to get them. It
Where
may
to
not
send
even be for
people.
the US audience.
Yeah.
I would totally buy a set. Like, I will buy
Yeah.
a set that's not on the wheels and put them on something because they're glued on. But I'd like them to be on a bead lock. And so
Yeah.
I'd legit buy these tires.
Cook them
So we'll
off.
talk about them. I'll pull up the page of them too,
Okay. I'm
because
looking them up right now.
the foams in them are like star cut. When I looked them up
Oh,
on their
interesting.
site. Yeah, they have a star cut foam, which maybe is helping them. Dude, they hooked up. I even let Jeff run it. So there's video of me running it, and then I handed it to Jeff. I'm like, dude, just tell me, like, you run your course more than I do, but like these were staying on my truck. Like, I'm not switching back to the tires I had on. I was, kind of, well, here, let's let the cat out of the bag. I was kind of hating on them for the design on the white design on the wheel.
The
Little pattern
wording on it.
art. No, there's just art, like a tribal-ish kind of, or some kind of weird
I didn't see
pattern that goes around the bead lock.
that.
Not
Oh,
a
I
fan.
see.
Wasn't a fan of it.
I'm looking them up right now on Asia T's to see if they're there.
Do you know the name of the one that I had?
Do you?
No. Do you want the name?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
The name is of the tire are the CR Gravel Stage. Gravel Stage is one word. And actually, let's just present this so people can see. We're talking about it. We jumped in.
Yeah.
This was not the intention. So
We found 0 items.
on where? Asia T's?
Yeah. They have all kinds of other Louise tires.
So that was the thing. So does HRP. And maybe it's just a new, and they haven't told me. They gave me like a contact.
You're letting the cat out of the bag.
Somebody. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to. Whoops.
What's up, Max Paul? Axial 32. What's going on?
I've never done that before. Yeah, they've got that white kind of printing on the wheel. It actually doesn't look terrible far away in video like this. But like when you're looking at it in person, I don't love it. But like, I don't actually mind the definition of like right there, that far away. I don't mind that little white. But I will be sharping over it. It will be black. That is the goal. But yeah.
Speaking of Element.
Really good.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, there's the pattern. So, whatever. Some people may like it, or you just buy the tire and don't buy the pre-mount. But I was looking for something that would be like, let's throw it on an axial rig that I'm just trailing with. But you see the tires that are cut out, that little groove?
Well, isn't that your Element? That's your Ecto. Are you going to get the white axles for it now?
See right here? Right in there. Can you see? Is it too far away from you? The little cut in?
Yeah, you can't.
On mine, you can see. But they're kind of grooved in. So that outer part of it is an outline that's raised. And I've only really seen J Concepts kind of do that before. So that was interesting. But yeah, hey, check these out. I made these for us. Well, that didn't do it.
Cool.
That didn't do it either. They're supposed to be circles.
I opened this one up. Not really feeling it. It's like a Clamato.
Oh, your drink?
Yeah.
Well, Let's talk about something some other people are not feeling so much right now.
Yeah.
I messaged you straight away about it, right?
Yeah.
And
I don't hate it. Like, I actually, okay. Where do you want to start?
All right, hold on. I want to start by fixing this. So I want this to be like
Bloop. Ooh.
this. There we go.
Nice.
You lose the effect when you do it live, but we've got it. We fixed it.
Yeah.
So this is what has caused so much hate. Hatred. Yeah, I think there's some hatred.
You think so?
I think so.
So okay.
I don't think I'm not saying from Josh or whatever, but if you read some of the, I didn't choose the Instagram for Team Associated. I chose the Element RC post about it that just happened 6 hours ago.
Well, and you know what they did? They just collaborated with it because I looked for it and I was like, wait a minute, these are all the same comments. So they just collaborated with it versus actually doing a native post too.
On their,
because there's a comment from me on there from when it first came out, and I was like, what?
Oh, so they just added him as a collaborator.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. Yep.
So, all right. So, all in all, I don't hate the idea. Like for Team Associated, they've been doing these with their buggies. The gold pan is an iconic line for them. Like it's well known. The white plastics are well known to be associated. I think all of those are kind of a cool homage to.
Well, I would say stop there. The only one that was the cool one was the first RC10 repop.
Yeah.
All the other ones, in my opinion, are like you're beating a dead horse.
Well, so yeah, but the gold pan with the white.
Yeah.
Right. But old school, even just back to, I think that they're doing too many repops.
Right. I think if they kept it with this one and the original RC10 gold pan, they probably would have sold a ton more. And the stadium truck.
So for them to have a crawler and to RC10 it and brand it that way, I don't think it's a terrible idea. Like, because at this point, they're actually probably pointing more toward their race guys to buy a buggy or a crawler, right?
Right.
So market may not be for Harley Designs or Scale Builders Go, although he has a gold pan. So I would think that he would have been kind of on board with it, with his, the one that he's been working on rebuilding. I think he had a gold pan, right? It wasn't a Tamiya one. I think he did. Maybe not. I could be speaking lies, but I thought he had a project where he was rebuilding an old one that had needed certain plastics and whatnot. But they were 3D printing or getting stuff made. Anyway, I thought that he would think this was cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I do think it's weird that they're just calling it a Team Associated truck when it's clearly
Element.
Yeah. Why not just call it that? Still call it RC10 and Team Associated branded, but do it as Element. So it is a weird. So I have two thoughts on that, but I'll let you speak. I have certain thoughts from a marketing standpoint that is, I think having the second brand was weird anyway. I kind of felt like Team Associated doesn't come out with a whole lot anyway, because you don't pop a new buggy all the time or race thing.
Right.
So it's like, why not let that be a Team Associated branded crawler lineup? And so when they came out with the Element brand in general, to me, that was like, why diversify so much? Like, you need your name staying out there and staying relevant.
I think if probably would have been a better play in that whole scheme of things is to keep the crawler and the race cars together, and then put all the bashers entry level cars under another subcategory, in my opinion.
I don't know.
And
I still
but
think they want the name
well, that's the
recognition.
thing. I think if you're going to get one of these, I don't think you really. If you go to the website, you know it's associated,
Yeah.
right? There's like no question. So to me, it's like, but I'm with you on like keeping the brand the same brand all the way through.
Yeah.
I think what it was though, honestly, and I know what it was.
But it's weird anyway because they've got AE, right? So there's also Team Associated, then there's AE. Their whole branding thing to me is an interesting say.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Horizon's the same, but they've kind of bought up a whole bunch of names too. So
Well, okay, so Team
they're-
Associated are the race cars.
right,
Associated Electrics is an umbrella that covers everything.
right.
So that's what AE stands for. And so that encompasses Reedy, Factory Team, Team Associated,
Yeah.
Element.
So it's like their Horizon hobby. AE is their, if we're to look at it that way.
Right.
Where
So
in all of this, Traxxas is the smart ones. They're all just Traxxas.
they're just Traxxas. So
You know
okay,
who they
so
are. There's no.
yeah,
It's a Traxxas aftermarket part. It's a. Yeah.
yeah.
There's no
well,
our
okay.
electronics or Traxxas electronics. They're not.
Yeah. And they don't work with
like
anything else.
Yeah.
So Element back in the day when they started,
Let's see
the idea that Element was that it was a more laid back RC offering, and it was selling the lifestyle is what Element was. When I first got into Element, that's what they wanted. They wanted you to go out and play out and slow down life and not be all about the go fast stuff. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what Element was at the beginning. And then it morphed into comp stuff and I think part of that was because they had the pedigree. I mean, this is early on. They had the pedigree of the race stuff, so they assumed that they had the comp stuff, and they had factor team offerings for Element. But my concern was what that other post was. I think it was Brian. I don't remember who posted it. But my concern is that
Bobby K, this one?
Yeah, that it might be writing on the wall for Element.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
their last post was July 21st.
Yeah. They've been posting, but it's all old stuff they're posting.
Yeah, but that's okay. As long as you're keeping stuff relevant and out there, like keeping things.
That's the problem. Keeping it relevant. Here's the problem. They don't have any influencers. They don't have any marketing. They don't have, and this is me being like a fanboy about Element and Team Associated. They don't have any of that stuff going on for it right now. And of course, I can be like, hey, send me some stuff and I'll do some videos on it. But it's all kind of like, I would do that. But is it flashy enough to break through all the stuff that's happening already? I don't think so. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be successful for me or them. I don't think the return would be good. I think Element just needs to take a different angle for marketing right now.
Yeah.
Well, because
who did a lot and he wasn't even on their marketing was John Schultz. Yeah. He would just be out with his stuff and taking videos of it when he's out running his full size that looks very much like this. In fact, they're out running these right now. They got both him and his son have old Jeeps like this. So I actually wonder if they were kind of in on getting this started at some point before they left, because they are such fans of this this model Jeep. But I don't know that, so I'm not trying to say it. But I know that they love these Jeeps. And in fact, like I said, they're out running them, or they were after we left Monster Jam.
Right.
So, and
I like this idea.
Schultz's is so cool, man.
Yeah. I like this idea that it's for the vintage collectors and the collectors as a whole. I'm with you on that.
So the thing is, the Element, I think they run really good, man. Well, you saw what I was running those tires on, right? The Ecto?
Yeah,
solid platform.
Right. Well, and the thing about the Element that I really liked as a builder is that it's a Swiss Army knife when it comes to the chassis. So you get a stock chassis. So like I kind of graduated out of the Element because I started doing all my custom builds. But if you're kind of just getting into it, or you're like an intermediate builder, the same chassis is forwards and backwards compatible. And you can build their whole lineup off of one chassis. Right? So you can do like, you could build one of these Night Runners. You could build a Nightwalker. You could
now this Nightwalker is sweet, right? But of all the ones that I would want to be IFS,
I know. Yep.
Because of this,
right?
It looks like a pre-runner truck.
Yep.
It's the one I would want to have that up front.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's kind of one of those deals where you could buy the IFS kit and swap it out, and that's an easy swap out. You know what I mean? Like, like that U-Tron was probably one of the most underrated cheap crawlers that there was, in my opinion. The body was pretty ugly. It had its angles, but it went anywhere you pointed it, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And they're making all these little pieces for it. The Comp Fox idea
was making stuff for Element right here, right? So they've got this on-axle servo mount. This is July 11th.
Yep. And that's their Blazer looking like one.
Yep. Their factory team started doing wheel weights. That's just July 9th. They say new factory team still. So they're still coming out with stuff for them.
Right.
I don't know. I think some people, hey, I will say this. Bad press is good press. People are talking about them and they're looking 100%. At them again. And so
well, okay, so here's another big
I was
picture
looking at
question.
One of these. They've got this at Reaction, and I looked at it last week. No,
they're cool. The disadvantage to them, though, is there's no hop-up parts, but they're cool.
This,
right?
Why it doesn't? The axles are different or something?
Yeah, Wait, is that the 18th scale one? Or the 12 scale one?
I think that's just the Bushido. Oh, that's the 12. Yeah, but they have a full size Bushido, right? Or no?
Yeah, the full size one.
That's
have
the
all
one
the
I was
parts
looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. These are the 12th ones. Enduro 12.
They're pretty good. They just don't have anything to do for them, like no extra parts.
And if anything, that's a weirder market for me. For them to be jumping into than redoing one of their solid runners with white plastics.
Right.
I'd have been like, why 12th scale, guys? Like that's never been, although their original 12th scale ones that they did were pretty cool.
The CR12.
That was CR, but that was associated.
Yeah, we had the Bushido 12 and it's actually a good car. Like it actually, for being a 12 scale, it was pretty fun. Price point's okay. But the problem is you can't really, I mean, you could, but get a brushless system or something creepy crawly. It's just not very heavy. Like the proportions are a little off. But yeah.
So what ones have the IFS? That does? They have
that one,
or they put it in.
So that one does.
Version, do they?
What's that?
What's this one called? The funky one again?
Zool. Well, there's the Zool.
Do they have an IFS Zool?
Yeah, and they have the IFS U-Tron. I thought they had an IFS Zool. Sure.
U-Tron. Are all the U-Trons IFS or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's how you get into the IFS. Those were cheap. Those had bushings and stuff, right?
They went fine, man. Like I changed the tires on mine and it went everywhere I wanted it to go. Like it was good. That's the one that that one was a head scratcher to me. The Comp Fox. The Comp Fox go back down.
Yeah.
So
their other Comp ones did really well up here. Our people were running their Comp trucks for a while. Or no, they were just doing the builder's kit. Sorry.
They were doing a builder's kit and doing different frame rails. This one there's a company that's Arctic Fox or something like that. I don't remember.
Dodgers.
Artful Dodgers, yeah. And they made cool aftermarket parts, but this kit was so expensive.
Huh.
And it was
The
just
builder's
kind of
kit
like
was cheap, which is what was nice.
right. And like to my point, the builder's kit was awesome because it was easy to do whatever you wanted to with it. You know, like the IFS, the secret that no one has done, like Andre did it, but no one else has really done it, is you put the IFS on the front and the back, and you have kind of a go fast, full independent crawler.
Yeah, we had somebody just up here do that. And in fact,
Yeah.
Jeff Brown was telling me about it.
Yeah.
He bought 2 rigs and he just took the one off and slapped it on the other, and he made a rock racer out of it.
Yeah, and they do awesome.
The Comp Fox is too expensive. Racing Case 87. How much were they? I didn't hear.
I don't remember how much they were, but I thought they were over. I thought they were close to $400 for a kit.
Van DeWitt says the 12s are rad, but no aftermarket, and the replacement parts are expensive. Yeah, $45 for CVDs.
Yep. Yep. So,
see, I like the U-Tron as well. I'm with you, Dirk. When I saw it in person, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The angles in the pictures looked weird when it was announced, but when I saw it in person, I was a fan.
I don't know if you could pull up my Instagram to see what I did with my U-Tron. I put stickers strategically in it to shorten the body up a little bit, and it looked 10 times better.
You guys haven't watched it. I have a new video I dropped today.
Nice. It'll be a ways down.
Yeah, you haven't crawled in for forever, so this looks cool.
What? I know. So we're moving out of the shop.
That looks really cool.
I told my wife, I was like, do not put that in a box. That goes in the front seat. She's like, what? I'm like, still working on it.
That's a keeper. Rusty parts.
Keep going. Nope, keep going.
I saw gray.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Which one is this? That's
the Portal Ecto versus the kit. Keep going. So that shows how much clearance there was different. Dang, it is a ways down there, isn't it?
It's so far. I own this now.
Yep. That's your video.
It is mine. Look at that flex. Oh.
I know. That thing's so cool.
My kids were moving stuff to sell. I'm like, don't touch that.
It's got to be somewhere.
Did you ever have a U-Tron? I don't actually believe you anymore.
I did. Look at all these cars. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. So I kit bashed the stickers, and I made it go further on the side rails of the bed, and kind of cut
there or something. It can't crawl at all.
Those are Baja Pro X's.
I'm sorry.
We were joking. What's the other video? The other video might show the body better.
But having that line on the back does help a lot.
Oh, big time. Yeah. So look at that. So it makes the back end look so much better. So it's a Element point sticker with the Night Runner. What's it called? Like the mapping look to it.
Okay.
On the sides.
Where'd you get that sticker though? From a Night Runner?
Yeah. Well, for sticker kit, yeah.
They just cut it to fit.
Yep. Because it fits on the back of the bed of a Night Runner. Yeah. And I wanted to extend the line a little bit, so I took those 2 Element point stickers on it. But yeah, it looks way better when it looks like it's shortened there. You know, when you black out the back half of the.
Yeah.
So.
It does look good. Well, we jumped onto the element stuff pretty hardcore here. That wasn't even one of our real topics. Double A says, I just love monster trucks, right?
Monster trucks.
Ooh, MSRP on Comfox was $584. It lists for $400 now. They always MSRP high.
Yeah.
But still $400 for a kit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's high.
It was just the chassis too. No body.
High because they worked with another company that needed a cut.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it was necessary. For how many
is the word you're looking for?
Topographic, yes. So for all the other companies that are making chassis kits, like rail kits for the Element, they just didn't need to do the Comfox thing. Like it, in my opinion, like keep the price low and let people do what they do.
What platform was the Sandscorcher on? There's something out of Italy, right?
Yes. The carbon fiber chassis. 3D strap wrap, I think is what it was called. I don't know if they're still around. Or they might just be still in Italy. Okay, so Psycho Garage. Let's talk about this really quick. Because I hear this all the time from everyone. And I'm guilty of it too. I really like my Element rigs. I wish they would release
new stuff though.
What's that?
Axial hasn't released anything new.
Right. Well, okay, so here's what I was going with that.
Okay.
What do we want out of a crawler that hasn't been done yet?
At this point, it's just selling new bodies.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like the platforms proven.
Yeah, redevelop their transmission, but their transmissions are one of the best.
And there's two of them now. They have a low slung one and they have the normal 3-gear one. So in my opinion, like, yeah, dig and all that's cool. But in my opinion, it's kind of gimmicky for a trail truck. Like, it's like having a winch. Like, how often do you actually use it? It's really cool to do it every now and then. But
so the problem is that the influencer attention span is 2 weeks on a product for the most part,
right?
Maybe a month.
Yeah.
And I speak from experience, right? Unless you really love something, that ecto, however, that shows up in a lot of my stuff, and I talk about it all the time. It's amazing. But it doesn't need to be new. It's just what parts do you get for it? Like, they should still just sell it as it is. It's awesome.
It is.
We've made it into the Zool and this other stuff, but dude, just a straight up yellow ecto. I do like the black one. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
that they have, but like if your product is really good, like Traxxas tries to say, theirs is
right.
You stick with it and you don't just keep changing it. Maybe bodies you could change, like, because that's what's really going to make it relevant again. Like you can keep all the rest of it the same because it's so good. Maybe that Panhard mount bar, like, hey, now it all comes in metal because it breaks. Like we realize, like upgrade that, but basically it's gonna be a color refresh if you like the bodies, which I like the Ecto bodies a lot. Or like what more do you want them to do?
Right.
It's all of us that have them already that are pushing it. Like we want something new because we can't help but want to buy more.
Right.
And we have them or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like a weird mentality of, to the new person that's just walking in an RC shop for the first time and they see maybe one of those, like, dude, I love the look of that. They don't know that it's been around for 3 years or 4 years or whatever.
Yeah.
As long as it's still a performer that's being sold and you've got parts for it.
Yep.
Like, that's why I like that they're now going to the factory team products for it, saying, hey, these axles are going to be around because we just developed parts for those axles, right? So we haven't given up on it yet.
You know, the thing that I think would crush if they were able to do it would be if they were able to do something like a Baja Ray out of the Element line, but make it a true U4 racer. Kind of like what they did with the Gatekeeper, but maybe make it a little bit more stable and a little bit more go fast. Not super fast, kind of like Yeti-esque, when the Yeti first came out. If they could do something like that, I think that would be a winner for Element. I don't know that they would ever do that again. I mean, that's what everyone was running in U4 solid axle was the IFS Gatekeeper.
Yep.
And they were doing awesome with it.
So this will be a question too. Like, will Element release those plastic parts in white as well, like replacements for them? Like, if you break them, they're here already.
There's a handful already on the website.
So that's awesome. People that want to buy the housings can dye them purple or blue or green or whatever they want, which is pretty cool as well. You can dye this stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody said something. Bobby K, offset front axle.
Where the pumpkin is. That's what people want, is an offset front axle, so it looks more scale.
Yeah.
But I would argue the center axle is a little bit better to drive because you don't get hung up on one side only. That's small, but that's a small preference. Pat House is saying Team Associated is dead. 100% disagree. Team Associated is probably the premier racing brand for sure in the United States, but almost worldwide. We need more kits. I agree. Whoa, chat's jumping.
So I think SCX10s are due for an update too, more than just a new body. So Axle's been weird in what they've been doing too, right? Helimon, big size. Like they're like, okay, we've got 10 scale stuff. Like, and what are they pushing? They're pushing their what's the name of the one that is just kind of their base camp.
Right.
Base model, base camp. Like that's where the really the sweet spot is for them. Because if people don't want the Jeep bodies so that's the other thing that's hard. Like, what bodies will sell? People thought the step side whatevers would be huge, whatever. Jeff can't seem to sell his Silverado or whatever that is that they've got, right? The one that they did the Pro Line body on the special. Mm-hmm. So it's a tough market for them, man, because everybody's like, oh, if they just did this. Well, you're one person and maybe there's 100 other people with you on that, but you think everybody would want it because you do. I know that's how I think.
Right.
Like everybody would want this because that's what I want. That's not the case, right? So they're in a tough spot, and doing things like these U-Tron, because the first thing to go on any of them is a body anyway. So doing something cheap like the U-Tron, if they're going to dispose of the body anyway,
or the wheels and tires.
Yeah. You're basically buying a chassis, shocks, transmission, whatever.
Well, that's so okay. So that's where I think Element has premium parts when it comes to shocks and transmission.
Yeah.
Those I think are the best in the game.
Chassis rails are about the same no matter what.
Yeah. But shocks and transmission, I think, are the best shocks and transmission in the game. Like for RTR crawlers.
I've not had any axle issues with my Element. I know some people are broken.
Me either.
I've never had a single thing go wrong with mine. A single thing.
So I have, but when I did have them blow up, it was because we were racing U4 with like 3,300 kV engine or motors, 3S, flying through the rocks, and I'd break the ring and pinion, and then I'd buy the factory team and never have to think about it again. And then I would break every now and then I cracked a housing. But that was like brutal.
Jamming a rock, yeah.
Yeah. That was brutal.
So I just feel like there's a lot of shade being thrown at them.
Yeah.
Now, if some of the stuff about using old molds is true, that's a little weird. But
they wouldn't make a mistake that big. Like that, you know what I mean? Like there's got to be more to that story.
yeah,
And personally, looking at that body, I think the front two fender flares are way higher than they are on the axial Jeep. Uh, it seems like it could be slightly different mold. Either way, who knows if
well,
Thunder
who knows what
Tiger?
the way that it's run? Their setup maybe this is our property after so many years of non-use.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what I
There's
was
a
going to
lot
say.
of
Yeah,
different things that can happen.
yeah. Maybe they develop the mold and they lease the mold for X amount of pops, and then they own the rights to the mold.
Yeah,
So I think there's some business things like that that I would give them the benefit of a doubt because they're not going to want to get sued,
right.
right? So
Wow, lots of stuff. That's why I like kits, pick my own wheels, tires, and body. Yeah, but if the kit doesn't offer something else, the price is so negligible that I would just start with it driving and just change the stuff out as I go.
yeah. Well, okay. So the Enduro SE and the U-Tron, if you look those up, I think they're in the 250 range for an RTR.
Yeah. Was it the?
I don't.
Let's just hop onto there, guys. We're going to be talking about Team Associated and Element today, pretty heavily. So and crawlers. So if
And
you like that,
crawlers.
we'll be looking at Axial though too, and I want to look at RC four-wheel drive because I just saw RC Every Day
Yep.
posted the new
Okay.
Galant, which
So
I have
I
always
still,
wanted, and I almost bought the teal one. I didn't love
yeah,
like that seafoam color, but
yeah,
now they have it in gray and black. And there's some upgrades. I need to watch the video. I had to watch it with the sound off. So I
yeah.
need to hear what he's talking about because some people were talking about they don't like the new body. Like, how could you make the body harder or worse to put on? I don't know. Something like that in the comments. So I want to see that. But we're way behind on comments too. So
Why don't you pull it up? I'll look at the comments.
you look at the comments and I will pull up.
Okay.
Comment.
Basecamp was on super sale. I wish we had.
Where am I looking? Am I
people
looking
down.
on their site or am I looking on A Main?
Look at it on their site. That way you could see all the parts and stuff. And then pull up A main next to it, and then you can
They've
pull
got it
up the
right on,
Cherokee.
when you go to Associated Electrics Element. They've got this and it's size too big because you can't.
So I was gonna say you and I should write RC four-wheel drive because everyone's hating on them, and you should get your Galande, and I should get my Chevy truck, and we could build them up and drive them because that's kind of another Eleanor truck that I want.
So I missed this. See, I like that body on that. That's pretty rad. Apparel.
Let's see.
All right, cars and trucks.
Oh,
you guys can't see it, so let's let you see it. All right, let's get back to where we were. Ooh, the Nightwalker's $299 with box damage.
That's not bad. It's pretty cheap. The kit's where it's at, man. That kit is like money.
Which one?
The kit, Enduro kit.
This one, Trail Truck Builders kit. Yeah, $269.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of our comp guys would do those. All right, so these are the 12 scale for $200. That's not a bad price. IFS is just $199. How easy is it to bolt in? Is just slide into the frame rails?
You literally unbolt it. You unbolt your shock towers, and it slides into the frame rails, and then you put a skid plate on, and attach your drive line.
Do you build it?
No, it comes pre-built. I don't think I have a kit, but it's not here. Yeah, it comes pre-built.
I might have to buy a Nightwalker and one of those.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Does the Night Runner already come with it?
Night Runner does.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have IFS 2.
That's right.
U-Tron has the IFS 2. And the IFS 2 is way better because it has more clearance.
Yeah, there's a lot more clearance.
I think the Zool comes with the IFS 2 too.
What about the Trail Runner here? Is that one?
Nope, IFS 1. And they're small 155 tires.
It looks so good though.
It
So
does.
these are expensive. The Bushidos, full size.
I don't know why. What's up, Wolf Tracks?
Yeah, $299.
Yeah, how much is the new U-Tron and the SE? I can't see it.
$299.
So that's a screaming deal, in my opinion, for what that truck is capable of.
So it's just this part right here that is weird. And if you can do like you did and kind of make this feel more separated, it helps a lot. Because the rest of it has me sold because it looks very much like FJ, which I like.
Yep. Man, chat's bouncing tonight.
I should.
Wheelbase is unique. It is a long wheelbase. It's 12.3, I think, or no, 12.3 is normal wheelbase. It's 12.6, I think.
Which Zool is it that has that really cool paint job, or is that just for pictures?
That one, the blue one.
It does?
So it's a scratch and sniff one.
Oh, see, that's right. You scratch it in. That's right.
Yeah. Bushido was great. Almost think I'd go with a Zool over the U-Tron. Zool's a cool looking truck. That's like the old FJ. I've only owned 2 RC 4-wheel drives, and that's a bumper and sliders for the original SCX10.
See, I already had it pulled up here. I've had it in the tabs.
Oh, for the Galant, yeah.
Definitely a trail truck more, but it's IFS and trailing arms.
Yep.
Super rad.
So that's the Gatekeeper was IFS and trailing arms. And we ran that in 2.2, or no, not 2.2, 1.9, what's it called? U4 racing. They let the IFS go in the solid axle U4 race for 1.9. It was awesome. It did really well. It did blow up the axles every now and then, but the new axles seem to be fine. And Andre from Scale Metal Supplies has a trick to make those axles a little more beefy.
Yeah.
I want an RC 4-wheel drive. I want the truck.
Yeah, so they've got something going on here. For their attachment. Reinforced knuckles. That's good because those were a little bit problematic.
RC fabricator. Just talking about some fabricating stuff.
So this is how it clips on somehow.
How long till AE does the gold MT10 and calls it an RC10? You know, because Traxxas did the anniversary Bigfoot one in that kind of sort of paint style, I couldn't imagine it be too far behind. So they're due for another MT8 and MT10.
I can't tell what they're doing here.
What I really want to see out of Associated is another Nomad. Ugh. If Associated, if they would do another Nomad or another SC8. So I don't know if you've been seeing that on Instagram and on the webs of Techno doing the short course truck body conversion to their 8-scale Techno buggy.
I haven't.
It looks sick. And so Associated had the SE8, which was a short course 8-scale truck. If they came back out with that and the Nomad,
sold.
That would, oh, bro, that would like, I could tell you right now, there would be a 8-scale short course truck class where I'm racing all day. What's going on, Nick B?
Yeah, this looks really rad.
Tiny tire.
Oh, you can see I was watching his video.
Racing case. I had a Nitro SC8. That thing was sick. Yeah, it is. I'd love to do that. Or the Nomad and get back into some U4 action. That'd be awesome too.
Looks like you still screw them on. Doesn't look that hard.
My only unreliable trucks are RC four-wheel drive. It's because it's scale. Your scale trucks are, your normal cars are
If
always.
you went back to like my old videos, I don't even know how far we'd have to scroll.
SE8 was a huge leap. It says, don't make me regret selling mine. They were some of my favorite trucks. Yeah, they were.
What were his favorites?
I think the SE8.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Movie-Mon. Yep, he sold two. They weren't Nitro, but they were E8 SE8s, and it's killing me because I should have bought them because I think I could have retrofitted newer 8-scale stuff to it. We didn't do work this last weekend. We had a wedding. We wanted to, but we had a wedding.
So here was my buddies back before you could get the truck version. He chopped his own. In fact, he had a couple of these back in the day. This is 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Look at how young I looked.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he had a.
Is that your Sugar Ray phase?
That's what I always with the.
Yeah.
I always did that. Oh no, I had a little beard, a little bit of stubble.
How long has the TF2 been in production? Like 15 years?
So I wanted one back then and just never. I built that one, remember, out of the G-Wagon? I bought this G-Made. And then here's where I started making it, the sawback one.
Let's call up RC four-wheel drive.
And I made it the colors I wanted, the white.
Yeah.
But I never got it driving very good. I thought he had a blue one of those in the end too. Like he sold that gray one and then was mad and then bought or built another one. Wow, this is a blast from the past. Old original. There, see, here's his blue one. Oh, but that's more Bronco-ish. Right? Or no?
I don't know. That's the Jeep.
Right here after this.
Was your white balance just off?
Yeah, so we went with the Bronco after, so I remembered wrong.
So Psycho Garage said, did you take over his channel?
Whose?
I don't know.
That doesn't look like you. No, it doesn't. Thin back then. So yeah, so I'm wanting
RC four-wheel drive selling their RTRs with nickel metal hydride batteries is a shame. At that price, they should include a cheap lipo. Agreed.
Shipping's a whole different ball game when you do lipos.
Shipping? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
RC four-wheel drive body, element builders kit, and a 2300K Fusion. That's a nice build. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to get the RC four-wheel drive Silverado body and build it under an element and then put a nice creepy crawler motor in it.
I've got the old scale, the old TF2.
Yeah.
I could probably sell that for almost the price of the new Jaland. Because that one's got brushless and character. A lot of character built into it.
Oh, now you're making me want one of those bodies for Christmas or for this winter.
Which ones?
I always wanted one. The Silverado body.
Oh yeah.
Or is it Silverado or is it the
K10?
Whatever. the K10, K20. I don't remember, but whatever the Chevy body is
that they have.
Yeah.
The Trail Finder one.
No. It's the K10. Pat House says.
Yeah, it's a Scottsdale.
Scottsdale.
It's their Trail Finder 2 setup.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Let's go back to the drive for a second here. That one.
The red one. Yep. They have a black RTR.
One looks so good.
Yeah. Oh, it's so expensive though.
There. But that's so
I
good.
like
Out
the
of
Blazer
stock too.
Well, I would just get the body. But the body's $200 as it is.
Out one looks so cool too.
I know. I got some
Blazer.
rad wheels that would go with that.
But these are trail trucks. That's what people don't understand. They want them to run like their comp trucks. They break them. This thing's always had it's just piqued my curiosity.
Yep, the U4 truck. I'm with you.
I'm shocked these are still for sale. They're 18 scales.
Oh, I know. I'm going back to my notes to see what we were going to talk about tonight.
Yeah, you had 8 scale dirt.
Oh yeah, we're resetting the trailer too. So we've been using the trailer to move the shop, and so we're resetting the trailer and reconfiguring some of the shelves in there, so it's a little bit more functional. It's a work in progress, man, but I love that race trailer. It is so rad. So rad. It's like our little clubhouse. It's so good.
And you've got good food now.
Yes. Yep.
Why was that on this page?
It's a pretty cool setup. So we changed where the shelves are. We changed where the tires go. We're putting 2 toolboxes in it. And then the big news, though, if Nick B's still in the chat, the big news is we're going to have indoor 8-scale racing this winter, which for all you that are in warm climates.
In actual dirt?
In actual dirt, yeah. And all you guys in warm climates, you get it year round, but we don't. Like, we stop in October and we don't get dirt until April or May, and it kills us. And now we're going to be able to practice year round. Oh, so awesome. So pumped about that. So pumped. So that's something big. That's going to be huge for us, especially trying to get the girls team down to what's it called? To Vegas. It's going to be rad being able to practice for that. Nick B said, it's a clubhouse for sure. Functionality of the trailer. Awesome that you're changing it up. Yep. Just kind of modifying it a little bit. But yeah, it'll be great to be able to practice over the winter so we could go down and actually be somewhat competitive in those classes down there. And then what else do we have? Oh, so I don't think this is the last live I'm going to be doing in this space, but I'm thinking about setting up my garage as a workspace for RC and studio-ish place. Kind of like when I was doing my buildology videos.
Out of it?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yep. So it's getting like it has my machines in there now and a build table and toolboxes. It's kind of crowded now, but once I get my projects, the one project that I have left, once that's off my hair, then it's a fun town place. So I'm going to try to set it up, get the lighting right, and do my builds again on the videos, do my buildologies again, our race recaps, all that kind of stuff will either be from the trailer or from out there.
Nice.
So it'll be a cool little setup. I got to figure out how to make it look kind of neat. I think I might do a throwback to like the Casey Neistat era, because I have a table that has like a perforated metal wall that I'll have all my pegboard stuff on, and I'll just hang all that stuff up behind it. And
nice.
Yeah, should be cool. Should be cool. But that's the only bad thing about our clubhouse trailer is that it's only a clubhouse trailer for the summer because we're not really racing anywhere that we can bring a trailer to. I mean, we could bring a trailer to Die Hard, but it would be like out in the parking lot while everyone's inside pitting.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that cool. But
other than leaving stuff in it, right? Or do you not haul? Would you still use it to haul stuff there? Or would you take it all out and just put it in your car and bring it up?
Yeah, we have the pack outs for
it.
Yeah, so we'd probably just have it set up so that we could just pull the pack outs out when we needed to. Yep.
Yeah.
What else? You've been boating?
Boating, RC boating, man. Now I'm like kind of caught the bug. That jet, not the jet boat, the fan, the airboat was the one that really got me. Oh, okay, this is fun. I can just bash this right around here.
Right.
I'm a little sketched out that I killed 2 batteries in it because of the water and the batteries. So I need to get the Gen 1 batteries that have a separate balance lead.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, because once something goes with the other thing, it doesn't charge.
Can you put it in a balloon or something?
I could. Just one
Throw
more
a magnum
step
over it.
You less likely to do it. But yeah, I just need to
glue
the holes. That's not a bad idea around the casing. Yeah. But yeah, so that one I ended up buying some other batteries. I don't remember what I got. I think I got some Ovonics.
Okay.
I got a 2-pack of 3S just so that I would have an old school one to run it because I love running that thing. That thing is wicked.
Yeah.
But you gotta have flat water for it. And what I'm actually most excited about that for is winter and running it on the snow and on the ice. The airboat's gonna be wicked. But the jet boat is man, it's so much fun. The jet stream.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
is that the shreddy one?
Basher, yeah. It's the best basher of a boat. Like it's really stable, like so it's hard to flip. Because other ones have props and they kind of twist when they get in the air a little bit. Like if you're jumping it wants to twist and rotate. Yeah. But the jet boat doesn't. It just like I was jumping off the waves in Lake Michigan, which we have pretty decent waves. So I was launching it. It has more like quick spurt speed because if you get going too fast, I don't know if anyone watched Kevin Talbot's video, they try to make it 12S. But the problem is it starts skipping and it's not taking water in because it sucks it in through the bottom. So when you get going too fast, it gets out of the water and it's like sucking for air, like you're sucking for water trying to find it. So really 4S is kind of the sweet spot for it, but it's like quick burst speeds and then it's like you can hear it as it skips and hits and then thrusts again. So it's more like thrust, land, thrust, like it's pretty rad though. Like,
yeah.
And then it spins because it's so short and wide. It just, with that jet, it'll just like, and so you can be back and forth in just a tight little spot or spinning and doing cool tricks with it. So, it's fun, but it also has a kind of a rugged hull, but we just took like the pool noodles. Like we have a big one and you can just set it on the water and that front end will go over it and then just skip off it. Cause again, you don't have a prop so you can jump off of things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I could make jumps and put
film with great stuff.
Yeah. Great stuff in them or just run on if it's like those the plastic ramps we have for monster trucks.
Yeah.
Just cut pool noodles and stick it on the edges of it so it'll float. Like you don't want to float all the way. If it submerges a little bit, that's fine because then you don't have a lip at the front you got to get over. It'll just.
Yep.
I'm like, I could. I could see doing some fun. Or if you just have shallow water anyway, just take a table and
there you go.
Put down one set of the legs.
Yeah.
And then you have a a launch. So there's like my brain's been like kicking around like all the fun things I could potentially do with it. So
that's cool. Do like a skate park where you have
do
like
rail slides.
slide.
Yeah, so I was thinking like I was thinking about rail slides with it, how I could make it jump and slide down something. Yeah, or jump and land on a table and slide down it, like on the belly.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you'll be the next boat, Big America.
Yeah, have it like spin as it's jumping, so it'll like 360. Yeah.
And now tomorrow we're gonna see him come out with a video of his car going crazy or his boat going.
A tugboat. So I was trying to decide whether I would get the tugboat or because I really do like the tugboat. I like the slow ones because they're easy to film.
Sure.
And make look cool, right? So that's always been ideal. I'm trying to pull up here really quick the video I have of it. I don't know
you need a tugboat with the pool noodles for all your other boats so you can recover them.
Right?
You ever see that? You see that how they put the
fork
that
out? Way.
Do they?
With the fork, yeah. It comes with it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so here's the original video I posted with it. And so those are the quick turns it'll do. But then there's those quick little bursts to jump it. It's like just a basher.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is rad. And now I've just got to go back to Lake Michigan with it. So that's cool because those guys, if I'd have stayed another hour and a half, they might have showed up at the beach and ran them with us. Because Blake Wilkie and them came that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they were jumping the sand dunes with there because they were up here for Dirt Fest.
Oh, right.
But yeah. Anyway, so I got a whole bunch of footage of this out here.
Do you have to winterize a boat like that?
No, I just put it in my house so it don't freeze.
Yeah.
So people were thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy these and take it to the ocean. I'm like, no, you can't do that. I wouldn't.
Nope.
No, this is freshwater here. We don't have sharks. We just have waves.
Yeah.
And they're decent. So
yeah.
And they're constant. There's a lot. Unlike the ocean where there's like a break between them, these ones are like they're right on top of each other. There's not as much rhythm to it. You can see them right there.
Do you have any rip curls?
No.
Like little curl waves that go over?
Only
that'd be cool to shoot.
Storms. Like in winter they'll go out. So there's almost building, but they're not big enough right now.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
You can forming them right there, see?
Yeah, it'd be rad to try to shoot a curl.
Yeah, if you could ride down it. Yeah. I don't want to get out
there. Then you'd have to hold your ground as you're doing it. Trying to video it.
But it was a lot easier to film. And then I just took it up to I made kind of a little promo video, a little bit influencery on that one with my Spectrum battery here. They didn't ask me to do it or they didn't pay me to do it. I don't get any, but I just had my battery in my hand, and so I just called it out that I had it. I'd have said Ovonic if I was holding Ovonic, but I just sometimes you just want to point to the companies. People always ask, "What do you use? Whose boat is that?" And then you got to answer it. So like, let's just call it out. And I just kind of talked through this whole video. It's no music, just narration about where we were and why this is the perfect boat.
Or did you shoot it vertical?
No, I shot all vertical.
Who are you? Yeah. I don't even know you anymore.
So, yeah. This one I did clip. That one was shot vertical. Wide. I shoot both now. But the thing is, so I only shot that much. That's all I had.
Yeah.
And I talked through it as I shot it. So that's as much as I was going to have. But the rest of it, I shot all widescreen because I hate vertical. But hey, it's short and it's quick content. So I knew I needed something to throw up.
Yep.
But I also threw up something for the channel members from there. But again, it was simple, no editing. Well, actually, there's one cut because I turned off the camera and I'm like, why did I shut it off?
Yeah.
But that makes it easy. But what I'm trying to do for everybody else is the bigger editing, music, whatever, and that'll come. But
so if you get a chance, well, real quick, Nick B, I saw your comment. I don't think we're gonna be at the track this week. We're getting out of the shop, so maybe if we did, we might be there early in the morning, or no, probably late in the evening on Saturday to do some practice. But I don't know what we're gonna do. But anyways, if you get a chance, I don't know if anyone here listens to the No Name RC podcast. Ryan Stiles was on it.
yeah.
Ryan Stiles Harris.
Oh, talking about how to film?
No, talk about influencer-y things, and not really that, but just like RC and mainstream, mainly for racing. But it was a really good conversation. Like I was like, it made
what was
me
the
want
idea?
to
Like, what was he saying about it?
They have ideas on how to make it more mainstream, like how to get it in front of people.
RC in front of people?
Racing, yeah,
okay.
like more motocrossy.
Okay.
But he also talked. I don't know if it was this one or the last one that they posted, where they talked about kind of like the game that's not really like he doesn't really want to be. He's not really an influencer, but he likes making craft, like making the videos, and but he also just same kind of scenario that we've been in before, where it's like for me, like I would really like to be able to. It's not about like getting sponsored or things like that. Sponsorship's totally different. I like the brand ambassador aspect, like for the racing team stuff, where we are able to showcase different race parts or they send out the new kit, we build the new kit and we race it. Or
which is funny because they used to pick their sponsored drivers based on who was fastest, because there would be magazine articles about it and whatever.
Yeah.
And they still kind of do that, but there's not the attention unless they're talking about themselves on social media.
Right.
Ain't nobody picking it up and talking about it. So
right. Well, and that's what they were talking about. They were talking about the commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about the commentary on it and how there's very few people doing commentary that is entertaining. And I have this whole, like, I don't want to call it a marketing plan, but you've seen some of the stuff I've been working on for the girls team. Like I have a whole plan for that kind of stuff. I just have to figure out how to execute it with kids that aren't mine, that are talking about the race or talking about the track or blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to try that kind of stuff. But the problem is, like what he was saying, at the end of the day, you can't expect to do it for or with a company. You kind of have to just expect to do it from like if you're going to do the video to try to do anything to like monetize, you just got to make the best video you can. And hopefully it catches on and people start following it. And it was an interesting conversation. Like I really enjoyed it. I was like, it made me want to reach out to him and be like, so here's what I'm planning. What do you think? How does this work in this kind of like grand scheme of things?
But the shorter stuff for motocross is what goes, like the big high action, whatever crashes.
Yep.
That's what people watch on.
Yep. And that's what he was talking about. He's like, maybe you dissect a crash or something like that and you commentary on it or whatever it is, and it's like, the hard thing about that though, is that I think I told you about
hurt
this.
Unless it's hitting somebody. Like if you hit the guy, like you start targeting corner marshals, right? And people watch them get taken out. That will have some virality to it. And
and I think I told you, I'm thinking about stepping back from racing and only racing one class, so I can capture more of the story of what the team is doing and what my son's doing and all that kind of stuff. Because it's I think this telling a story based off of that is way cooler than me going out and sucking every time and not making any mean.
So that's what I did with the Monster Jam, right? I decided I don't want to race,
right?
Because it's too hard to do both.
Yeah,
like I couldn't film and get what I wanted, and then work on my trucks and go and actually
100%
perform as hard as I'd want to, because I would want to race hard enough to break things, then have to fix it really quickly. But I can't, because I want to stop and go back out and film. So if I break something, I'm done, like for the day, because I don't have time to. So I was like, it don't make sense for me. Like maybe I would freestyle if they let me, like just show up and do freestyle, because I would just do it, and if it breaks, it breaks, and I have all night to fix it, right?
Yeah.
But the racing and then freestyle and then high jump, and then they're constantly. So that's where I just went and I just ran other people's stuff between and filmed, and like because there's times when I don't have to film, like between things that aren't happening, and so that's why I took the minis and I busted it, a link, which I've never done, a 4-link, and nobody had parts. So I went legit, bought another. I Ubered my way into town to the hobby shop and bought another mini LMT so I could play and enjoy the ramps and the setup and the fun that was there. And so, anyway,
it's the other part of it that people don't see, though,
what you're saying is a good idea, though.
Well, but doing all that, it's like it's a double-edged sword, because then I have to commit to editing all that.
Yeah.
Because like I've been saying, I have tons of footage. I don't have a really good storyline for taking the footage. It's just like it could be all B-roll basically over a podcast. But is that interesting to watch? Maybe not really.
If you're a racer or local, maybe, but it's not as big, widespread of an audience.
The cool things are like the Amazon Prime specials on the racers, and like when they actually like talk about the storyline and how they got there. Like this race, like that's why I'd really like
that race meant. Like if it's their first win, and you talk to them about what it felt like to win your first race, and if you could jump in on that, but then you got to know and be filming them just in case they win.
Right.
If you don't, then it's like, or you just gotta film the next race, and then
that would be my dream, is if we got picked up, say Associated was like, okay, we're gonna put our chips in on this girls team, like let's just say, and I was able to fly you out to this race in Vegas, and we just shot a bunch of video and made a storyline and followed the girls and what they were going through to make this video. You know what I mean? Like that would be a cool video, but that's a production. You know what I mean? Like that's not just a shoot a quick video and talk about it. That's like a full on shot list, B-roll.
So did you watch the one that I just posted yet?
I haven't had a chance to yet. The one with Doll.
Yeah.
No, I haven't yet.
So all it does is like I sourced some of the footage from her.
Right.
Like, and then used a lot of the footage I had, and then I used AI to make her logo look like the Sparkle Smash logo, her name. But I just used some of their old footage to fill in gaps, because luckily they had it. But I knew that I was going to interview her because I really wanted to last year, and I did, but I had an issue with all my footage.
Yeah.
So I grabbed some of their stuff, but there's a lot of just coverage. If I didn't have this footage, I have a whole bunch of footage of her running there that I would have used instead. But
no,
I didn't get to it till just now. It's been almost a month, but it's a 3-minute like a little piece about her and how she makes the bodies, and which is something we get questions on all the time. That's what people want to know. How do I get a body like that? Well, hours and hours and weeks of hard work and working with people to get them painted and made, and it doesn't just happen quickly. So some of that's kind of addressed, but it's just her story, and then the footage from the event, which you could totally be doing, because I didn't know what it was all going to be in the end. I just shot knowing I needed footage of her and her cars, and then anybody else I interviewed, I made sure I had footage of them driving and doing stuff, wrenching on cars or whatever. But a lot of them I just shot to use in my video if I could find a soundbite when I do mine.
Right.
So, because she paints all these.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she's the one that paints all the bodies, and that one shoots like the New Year's Eve little confetti shooter out the horn of it.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. But yeah, so it's just a little piece on it. But you could totally do that on different drivers or
Yep.
The program. Also, she threw down a heck of a good freestyle run.
With that body on it?
Yeah, destroyed it.
Oh,
like the nose came off, and actually she didn't destroy it, and they just glue it back together.
Yeah.
It's
well, and I'm sure that'll be her trophy on the wall too. Glue it back together and be like, "This is the one I ran at."
I think she ended up taking second there, just spit the confetti out, and then when it lands on this right here, go flying out the horn. But yeah, there goes the nose of it. Boom.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, they were constantly breaking them and fixing them and putting them back together and keeping them running.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, and I shot it upright.
Yeah.
Killed me to do it. But I asked her how she would want it for her use.
Yeah.
And she said upright. So, but I also used the 360 camera so I could actually do it both.
Oh, that's cool.
Edit later if I want to use some of the sound bites for my video. I have it in widescreen.
So here's something that has me thinking. So I wrote a letter to them.
Chips? What are chips?
Well, I said I wish they would go all in. And like, okay, so I wrote a letter to them because here's the other problem with the girls' team. Like what happens with the girls' team? Often what happens is they get the secondhand stuff from their brothers, from their dads, and they get like one girl is sharing an 8-scale buggy with her dad. One girl got a hand-me-down car from like her brother or her dad or whatever, which is fine. Because like all our cars in reality are all secondhand cars. But what I wrote the letter for is I said, hey, it would be really awesome if we can get these two girls on our same platform, on our associated platform, because then we'd have the full team that's going to be racing there on associated, have the same parts, have all that kind of stuff. Didn't really hear anything back, kind of poked them a little bit, but didn't really hear anything back. But it got me thinking about maybe starting a conversation with Techno for their dirt program. And because Olivia's Nitro is an old Techno, one of the other girls' e-buggy is an old Techno. And so we would only need 2 e-buggy kits from them potentially to get, the girls on the same program. But I just, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm just trying to make it simple for the team so that we can be on the same setup, have a huge stock of parts so we can drive the car hard. And to me, it's a no-brainer if I'm a marketing person and I'm like, our cost is $200 a kit, and I can send this out to a team that's already been in a magazine and now go into an international race and all. Like, yeah, like that seems like, and especially because I want to do a video like that, bigger, meaning, long form, have it cut up into a bunch of shorts, but long form. And I just feel like that seems like that's like a no-brainer, but I didn't hear anything back from AE. I'd really so it's gotten me starting to think now about Techno. Originally I thought about it and I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then they just rolled out that we're going to have the winter racing now for 8 scale. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we do that. And we start developing a new program. But yeah. Oh, Corrali. Yeah, Corrali doesn't have the racing pedigree in the States yet. Techno and Associated S-Works.
Especially parts and stuff too. If you need them in a jam, you're not going to find them in the States.
Right.
But the racing over in Europe they're huge.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that I want the two cars that surround us all the time at the races are Techno and Associated.
Yeah.
So if we break and the part store doesn't have a part that we don't currently stock, then I can walk over to Tyler and be like, hey, Tyler, do you have this part? And he's like, let me check. Yeah, here you go. And it's like, it's just something that we do as a team to help each other out. And that's what I'm really grateful for the Die Hard team, is that everyone is so willing to help and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'd be cool to get on one of those two programs to kind of all get out there at the same time. Our carpet cars are all associated, so there's no question about that. But the actual dirt cars are kind of all over the place. And so that, like, what I wrote to Associated was if we could get 2 e-buggy kits, and then I would go out and buy a used nitro kit for Olivia, and I'd swap the motor over and her electronics into the RC or into the Associated nitro one. So don't know.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out the algorithm for what to do. Not even the algorithm, but like what works for video best online these days. Because you were talking about long form with them, and you know, kind of pitching that with techno and all that. And I'm like, is that really better, or like, I'm looking at feeds and what I watch now, and it's like, man, 24 Yep has something that's cool, but it's just quirky, right? It's super quirky, and fun, and so he gets a lot of views. But yeah,
you know what I think would really work is like those. I say Amazon just because we watch a lot of the Amazon stuff, but where they have, or like Netflix, where they have episodes that follow through the season.
Yeah.
And they follow the racers through the season, and maybe this episode is this person. And I'm talking like 8 to 12 minute episodes, right? I'm not talking, when I say long form, that I think that's pretty much the longest.
30-minute, like an hour. I'm like, oof.
No, I think the longest form today is 8 to 12 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's what I think would be cool. Like I'm pulling up Ryan Stiles right now to see, or Ryan Harris, to see what his videos are doing. Like he's living in the 10 to 20K per video world.
Yeah.
And like 28K. And his videos are 18 minutes, 30 minutes. Well, that one's an anomaly of 50 minutes, but then they're like 13 minutes, 48 minutes, 20 minutes, 27 minutes. But he's a really good storyteller. I don't know if you've watched any of his videos lately. His newer ones are really good. Yeah. So
Sen used to be great. Now I have a pile of broken axles I won't bother fixing. On what, Pat? What kind of Sen axles? On their trucks? And if it's solid axles, any solid axles break. Oh, the monster trucks? Huh.
Blue Julie is saying, just make the videos that we want to make. That's 100% what I want to make. It's just facilitating them. Like they're going to be made. It's just a matter of how do I facilitate it and make it workflow. Like I think you more so than me understand video workflow and how to edit them and shoot them so you can edit them. I'm still trying to learn that. I was at a point where I was doing that pretty well when I first got started with Instagram, but I was only shooting for 60 seconds. And then now it's like, okay, now into the YouTube.
I think it's harder and harder. So the way that I look at things too, like the things that I watch now on YouTube are an hour long.
Yep.
I watch basically what are podcasts on YouTube with somebody talking either to another person like this. It lasts about an hour, 2 hours, something like that. And I watch it back. Or well, the RC videos, which are anywhere from 3 to 12 minutes, like you said. Right. But I think the more that AI can make things that are cool and the snappy, like they were just saying, somebody was saying, what works in videos? They said fast, frenetic braking things or something like that. I don't see where it went. Frenetic action, cuts, and braking.
Right.
So in shorts for sure that works. Which I don't think really is the biggest platform of YouTube, the shorts, I would say. Although that's what my kids watch. They watch a bunch of shorts on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they have. They don't have Instagram. They don't have whatever.
Right. Well, and shorts I think are kind of the hook for the big video. If you do it right.
No, they just are watching like fail stuff or quick laugh stuff.
Every now and then I
feel like so much of that now you could just do with AI and just have that I think any video or any kind of crazy whatever, it's not believable. I think the more that AI stuff comes in and is not real and is super polished and super hype, I think that the more just, hey, we're just here to talk. Like we're friends. We're your friends.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be where people are going to be like, this feels more authentic and real,
more genuine. Yeah.
And genuine than a lot of this other stuff, which could just, who knows if it's real or not anymore. Like,
right. Well, and I don't think the review style videos do well anymore. I think it's more of the lifestyle action. It's almost getting back to like figuring out what the difference is between what people are watching now and like the old vlog style videos where they were like travel vlog stuff. It's almost, I think that's almost more entertaining now from what I'm seeing, unless you're doing news like politics to RC, but I don't think that's there's not enough going on for that.
Dirk wants me to do a custom RC lighting video. I actually mentioned that in the boat video. I'm like, these lights are cool on this, and I don't like lights. So as long as they keep working, I'm good with them. But
yeah, I think that's the thing. Pat House says following trends are important. That's the thing. I don't know if you feel this way, but if you've seen some of the trends that have been happening, I'm kind of like, ick. Like I see everyone kind of jump on it. Like that one trend where the girls were sitting on one leg, like hold it. Like, did you see that where they're sitting on like a pop bottle and they have one leg crossed over and they're like balancing or whatever. And then all of a sudden everyone was doing it. And I'm like, ew. Like that kind of just shows how you conform so easily. Or did you just do a video like that and it's launching tomorrow?
No. It's like this kind of stuff where it's like, I mean, look at every one of his, and I like his things. I think they're cool, but look at every picture. It's like the same kind of any Hondas. If you have a whatever, like it's kind of trendy.
Who is this?
Eric Estep.
I don't know.
It's like he's got some of the exact same ones.
Is this the guy that used to throw down the box? And
no, but he has his daughter in all the time where it's like there's some kind of trendy audio playing in the background. Yeah. Like it's somebody else's audio and they're just saying like lip syncing to it.
Oh, kind of like I tried my first remix video the other day. That one that was like, my husband just made this new RC car. You should show him. It's like, yep.
He has some really cool rigs though, like the 3-wheeler and some of that, but yeah, his content is very like
TikTok-y.
Like those, right? Where you're using all their audios and
right.
It's funny, like when I see him come through my feed, I definitely watch him. So it's a very working, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's he up to now?
Yeah.
And it's grown his channel quick. So he's got 400,000 followers on TikTok.
That's crazy. I don't TikTok.
But yeah, his stuff definitely went crazy.
That's an interesting thing. Tool Time 808. I enjoy watching all types of RC content. The Poor Boys RC Speed Challenge has been interesting. We haven't seen a crawler based challenge in a while. Like what Harley and Matt used to do. And what you did.
Oh yeah. That was a long process though.
Yep.
The way they do it.
Yep.
I feel like having something where it's the competition would be fun again, where you could just get a bunch of people doing it and hashtag it, and where it's something where it's like, hey, if you've got this motor system, let's see who can get the fastest with it. Doesn't matter what it's in, whatever. Like just a speed challenge with a castle.
No more freestyle competitions.
Whatever. I don't know, just something where like you definitely see a speedometer and whatever. Or if you have a crawl off kind of a thing where it's you have a certain base thing, but it's hard to do because everybody's got different terrain and whatever. Like how do you how do you set it up?
That's why I think I kind of like the freestyle contests, because if we set the brackets up right, they made sense, you know, or the classes up right anyway, they made sense. But now I think it's just
banned on TikTok. X32. Hey, I just saw his message. He just messaged me about a car show. I'll have to look and see what I'm doing. Audience participation challenges. Hey, I just went on the
featurettes. It says
I just went on Crawler Tracks and CK4 RC little show that they do, RC show, and they had a fun segment of this or that kind of thing, like Coke or Pepsi, RC four-wheel drive or Element, where like you have to choose like first thing, and that'd be fun to do, like where like we would send the list off to each other and then we'd come in here with our answers and like have them already listed and have to say, all right, what was yours?
Remember I used to
different and then argue with each other about why the other one's wrong. That could be fun.
You know what I wish
have everybody in the chat agree with me against you on all my answers being right. Right.
You know what I miss doing that I wish I had time to do still? Remember how I used to make my videos be kind of a variety show where it would be like me and you would talk. It'd be like a podcast, and then there'd be a break, and it would be like a 5-minute segment of me building a car, and then we go back to the podcast, and then it'd be a 5-minute segment of like a trail.
Too hard to track. If somebody doesn't like those other things,
I know.
People would want to either come to watch your build or they want to come for the podcast. If you're trying to sell them both, it's tough.
Right.
Two audiences.
Remember, I used to do the reefs. I used to do the reefs wheel or whatever, and they'd spin the wheel and we'd ask the questions, and it would be kind of like what you were talking to this or that. It was fun, but yeah, it never really took off. And I think probably for that reason is that it's too kind of scatterbrained. And everyone always told me that was my problem on my channel at the time, was because I did crawlers, I did monster trucks, and a little bit of racing and building. And they're like, you're too all over the place. Everyone would tell me, you just got to focus on one and do all your videos on one. It's like, but I don't want to. So
no, if you have them set right where they should be able to just find it. And if it's not if it pops up in their feed and it's not the one they like, then don't watch it. Let them.
Right.
I do that with other people. Like when Whistling Diesel posts a video that I'm not interested in whatever he's doing, I'm not going to watch it. He's not always doing the same type of content. And so doesn't mean I don't want to watch his other stuff, but when it comes up, but then you just have to have them in the right, what is it? Tag or not tag? What are they called?
What's he talking? Dirk, what are you talking about when you mean the audience participation challenges? What was it that we used to do that was like that? Is that when we used to do like a poll? And you guys would do the poll and then we'd talk about it?
Oh, yeah. And then remember we would do it on the YouTube channel. We'd post the polls. That was actually fun. We should do those again.
Yeah. I think now, once I'm done with that last project, I'll have time to be able to think more about that kind of stuff and set stuff up.
Are you doing the home project and the work thing at the same time?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Well, because I got to move my shop here, and then
Yeah.
once this is set up, then I'm gonna build out my. So I'm not gonna set up the studio until I'm done with the project, and then once the project's done, then I'll set it up for where to put my cameras and.
Yeah. Playlists. That was the word I was looking for.
No, you didn't freeze. But is
No,
the
but I'm
audio on my
watching
ear?
something.
My stepdad just texted or tried calling.
Watching Dustin Spallone. He used to be in the monster truck stuff, freestyles and different things.
I don't remember.
I was about to read it loud. Anyway, he's driving real monster trucks now. Anyway, Gunslinger is back.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up the word I was looking for. It was playlists, by the way. If you set up your playlist right, then it shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, Psycho Garage says like the speed run with the 124.
Oh,
we
okay.
did that?
We did do that. Yeah.
That's hard to coordinate. It's cool, but how do you level the playing field and coordinate that?
No, we're talking about the mini LMT freestyle.
Yeah. But you got a rocket ship now.
I wouldn't use that one. It'd have to be a stock one. Which I have.
Yeah.
The rocket ship's too much rocket. I wouldn't recommend it. That's format's really good.
Yeah,
2 in the field, 1 in the shop per week.
Yep.
But it's still the same content about what they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and in the winter time when I was doing when I was trying to get monetized, remember that's what I was doing. I was doing like the build stuff, the buildology, and a race video. And it would be like bang, bang, bang. I need to get back on that where I could maybe do a video. Well, that was the other thing that was interesting. So there's conflicting information. So Ryan Harris was saying, so I've been told, just kind of keep on cranking out videos and you'll start to land on on a good video type and all that kind of stuff. And then Ryan Harris was saying, take the time on the video you want to make and make it as good as you want to make it. And then just learn from that, which is good. But if you take so much time on a video and you get 60 views on a video, it's pretty dejecting. Speaking from
you have to find the people have to find it and say, wow, this is really quality. I want to subscribe to this.
Right.
But in the RC world, it's not really been that much about that. There's not many
No.
people doing what he's doing with it. Now, like guitar videos and stuff, those guys all do really high-end production stuff.
Yeah.
Different game because they're sitting in a studio the whole time doing their whatever. But yeah, because we're out and about all the time and working on things and wrenching and
Thanks, Dirk.
It's hard to get the information.
Yeah, he enjoyed the weld videos, even though he didn't know how to weld. Oh, so speaking of, with this new setup, I can have a computer nearby and run multi-cameras on it and take good video. But I don't think I told you how good the audio is on those new Hollyland mics.
Oh, I bet it's fantastic.
It is so good.
So it records the mics too, or does it?
No, that was a no free lunch about it.
Yeah,
is that it didn't record on the mics, but the plug that goes into the phone is so small that it's okay, and you just hit voice memos, and it'll record on the voice memo.
Yeah.
So,
or you use it while you're doing the video and record.
right. Yeah, totally. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's I really like it. So I thought it was pretty rad. So, and they're tiny. I don't have them nearby.
Do they magnet? Are they the ones that magnet on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're so tiny, they magnet, and you can get a magnet that has a clip on it if you want it. But on our headsets for Nitro, I glued a little flat magnet there, and so I click it, it clicks right to the headset, so we can have pure audio as we're recording, as we're racing and talking.
The 2 microphones.
Yeah,
nice.
For $50. Screaming deal.
You have to send me which ones you got.
Yep, I will.
The link.
Maybe
I've
I'll
been watching
post
people that use those magnet ones on their shirt, and they're just so little.
Yeah,
you don't even see it. Yeah,
nope. They go on the collar or on the shirt.
Yeah.
These ones have pretty good noise canceling too. Like it. I know you don't like
something for the wind, or no, like a little wind.
Yeah, there's a dead cat that you can put on it. It's funny though, because a dead cat looks so big in relationship to the
I just put it inside and put the magnet on the outside.
Mm.
Put it inside the shirt.
I don't know if there's enough gain on them, but yeah,
it's not going to have trouble going through your shirt. It's more the rubbing against you. If it would be a bigger problem.
Right. If you're all hairy underneath there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, is it time to wrap? We've been on for almost 2 hours.
Everything because we talked to Element so much.
I think we got to everything.
I'm still saying I'm a fan of the idea of what they did.
Yep. I think we got to everything. We talked.
But people need a reason to stir up a controversy. And so it has been Team Associated that has been the bearer of that recently.
At the end of the day.
But nobody's coming out with crazy cool new stuff right now anyway. There hasn't been anything where you're like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Well,
at the end of the day, their race cars and their crawlers are still I mean, I guess you could argue that the crawlers aren't at the top, but for what the value you get for the crawler, I think it's the best value for the bang for the buck. But the race cars, I mean, yeah, super good.
Hey, Russell's saying don't forget to call. Send him a text.
I gotta send him a text. Yeah.
Yep.
Can you forward me? I don't know if I have his. Can you forward me that text so I can have his number on the top of my feed?
Yes. I can send you his number.
Yeah, that way I don't scroll down forever trying to find it. Cool.
Yep. I'll do it.
All right, dudes.
Thanks for tuning in. RC10 for the win.